Something big is brewing in Atlanta. Falcons fans, this might be the moment that changes everything. The team is staring down a decision that could completely flip the script for their entire season, maybe even the entire NFC South. We're talking about a move so powerful it could turn the Falcons from underdogs into real contenders. The secondary is broken, and now two superstar defenders are in the crosshairs. Buckle up. This isn't just off-season noise. This could be a franchise-altering explosion. Let's break it down. Get ready, Falcons fans. This offseason isn't just about small changes, it's about a potential earthquake in Atlanta. The Falcons are standing on the edge of something massive. Right now, the front office is eyeing a game-changing move that could completely rebuild their struggling defense and turn the NFC South upside down. We're not talking about just filling a gap. No, this is way bigger than that. The Falcons are reportedly targeting two elite veteran cornerbacks, and if they pull it off, it could flip their defense from one of the worst in the league to one of the most dangerous. Let's be honest, the 2024 season was a rough ride. The offense? Sure, there were sparks, especially with Michael Penix Jr. stepping in and showing promise, but the defense, specifically the secondary, it was a disaster. It felt like watching a dam with cracks in it during a flood. Everything just kept leaking. Opposing quarterbacks had way too much fun throwing against Atlanta. They were picking the defense apart like it was a backyard practice session. Mike Hughes gave it his all, and A.J. Terrell, he's still a lockdown star. But beyond that, the depth was thin, the coverage was shaky, and the help just wasn't there. Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman Jr., the rookies, showed glimpses of potential. They're young and hungry. But expecting them to step in immediately and hold their own against NFL superstars? That's asking for too much too soon. Even undrafted rookie Kobe Bryant impressed in camp, but he's not ready to lock down receivers like Davante Adams or CeeDee Lamb just yet. The numbers say it all. The Falcons were ranked 27th in pass defense last season, giving up an average of 242.3 passing yards per game. That's not just bad. That's dangerous. It's a weakness that every opponent targeted again and again. But now, there's a window, a golden opportunity. Two former Pro Bowl cornerbacks, real difference makers, are in play. This is Atlanta's chance to fix what's broken and send a message to the entire league. The Falcons are done being pushed around. What do you think, Falcons Nation? Should Atlanta go all in and grab one of these star corners, or trust the young guns to develop? Drop your thoughts in the comments and rate your confidence in the Falcons' defense from 1 to 10. Let's hear it from the real fans. These aren't just random names floating around in trade rumors. These are proven game changers, the kind of defensive stars who walk into a locker room and instantly raise the standard. They bring fire, leadership, and fear. And guess what? They're suddenly within reach for the Atlanta Falcons. Right now, the front office, led by General Manager Terry Fontenot, is working overtime, making calls, weighing offers, and feeling the pressure. The clock is ticking. Other teams are circling like sharks, sensing blood in the water. If Atlanta wants to land one of these stars, they can't afford to wait. Every second counts. Let's talk about the first name on the radar. And it's a big one. Star number 1. The Super Bowl champion with swagger. We're talking about Jalen Ramsey, a true alpha in the secondary, a 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, and a Super Bowl champion. This man has been a nightmare for quarterbacks for nearly a decade. He doesn't just defend receivers, he dominates them. He's aggressive, smart, physical, and fearless. Let the numbers do the talking. 24 career interceptions, 108 pass breakups, countless highlights where he completely shuts down the opposing team's best weapon. Ramsey is the kind of player who makes receivers think twice before running their route. And now, his name has been floating on the trade block since April 15, 2025. And the Falcons, they're right in the middle of the conversation. Why would he be available? Well, his current team, the Dolphins, are ready to move on. It's about money. A post-June 1st trade saves them cap space, and for Atlanta, that opens the door for something huge. If they can offer the right draft picks or players, they could land one of the most respected defenders of the last decade. And there's more to this story. something deeper than stats. Jalen Ramsey already has history with Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. They built something special together back in Los Angeles, where Morris coached that dominant Rams defense. He knows exactly how to use Ramsey, how to turn him loose in press coverage, how to bait quarterbacks into costly mistakes, how to bring the absolute best out of him. This wouldn't be a gamble. This would be a reunion between coach and player who already proved they can win together at the highest level. Imagine Ramsey in a Falcons jersey strutting into Flowery Branch, bringing swagger, fire, and leadership. Imagine him locking down one side of the field while young players like Xavier Watts learn from a legend. That's not just a good fit, it's a perfect match. But it won't last forever. Atlanta must act fast or someone else will snatch this opportunity away. Falcons fans, what would you give up to land Jalen Ramsey? A second-round pick? A young player? Let us know in the comments. And do you think he's the missing piece for a top 10 defense? Drop your takes below. Let's talk. Now picture this. A Jay Terrell locking down one sideline, Jaylen Ramsey or Jaire Alexander locking down the other, and with that kind of coverage behind them, the pass rush finally gets time to explode. Sacks, forced throws, chaos. That's not just a defense. That's a warning to the Saints, to the Bucks, to every NFC offense. You're not throwing on Atlanta anymore, but every dream comes with a catch. Let's start with Ramsey. He's 31 now. He's missed some games over the years with injuries. And yeah, that age is a red flag for some teams, but not for Atlanta. The Falcons see more than just stats. They see leadership. They see a champion who's been through the wars and knows how to win when it counts. A mentor for young corners. A voice in the locker room. A player who brings fire, confidence, and experience to a defense that's been starving for direction. If the Falcons land him, it won't just be a good move. It could be the move that sends shockwaves through the NFC South. Suddenly, what was once a weakness turns into a weapon. Star number 2. The shutdown artist with a chip on his shoulder. Now let's talk about the other name heating up the rumor mill, Jaire Alexander. This man, when healthy, is one of the best pure cover corners in the NFL. A 2-time Pro Bowler, a technician with incredible speed, and a nightmare for wide receivers. He was just cut loose by his old team in Green Bay after another frustrating season with injuries, and the league took notice. Why? Because when Jaire is on the field, he makes elite receivers vanish. They don't just struggle. They disappear from the box score. One-on-one, he's a problem. So why is he still unsigned? Injuries. It's the cloud that keeps hanging over him. Multiple missed games. Uncertainty. But with that risk comes a massive reward, especially for a team like Atlanta. The Falcons have a chance to sign a superstar at a bargain price. No draft picks, no blockbuster trade, just a smart, aggressive free agent move. And for Alexander, Atlanta makes perfect sense. First, it's personal, a chance to face his old team twice a year. Second, it's about redemption. He's only 27, still in his prime, and he's got something to prove. Put him next to A.J. Terrell, and suddenly the Falcons' secondary isn't just better, it's elite, it's locked down, it's dangerous. And under Raheem Morris, it fits like a glove. His scheme thrives on aggressive man-to-man coverage, and that's exactly where Jaire shines. Fast feet, sharp instincts, ball hawk mentality. Sure, the injuries are a risk. Atlanta would need to be smart, manage his workload, rotate snaps, and have solid depth. But if he stays healthy, this could be the steal of the offseason. Big picture time. This is bigger than just one position. This isn't just about finding a cornerback. This is about changing the entire identity of the team. Michael Penix Jr. has sparked hope on offense. Raheem Morris is building a defense with attitude. Now add a top-tier cornerback, and suddenly you've got a complete team, one that can go toe-to-toe with the best in the league. But wait, this story isn't over. There's another mystery storyline bubbling beneath the surface, one that could rock the roster from the inside. A veteran leader, a fierce position battle, and a decision that could divide the fan base. We'll break that down next time, so don't miss it. Now imagine this. It's week 1. Mercedes-Benz Stadium is rocking. The Falcons' defense takes the field. Terrell and Ramsey, or Alexander, are jawing at receivers, shutting routes down, intercepting passes, and setting the tone. This team could go from forgotten to feared, from disappointment to dangerous, from middle of the pack to playoff bound, but only if the Falcons make the move. So what's your call, Falcons fans? Should Atlanta go all in for the Super Bowl champ Ramsey, or take a chance on Jaire Alexander and get a star with something to prove? And what do you think that mystery storyline is all about? Hit the comments and let your voice be heard. This offseason is just heating up, and your take might be the one that sets it on fire. Rise up, Falcons Nation. This is our moment. Let's get loud. Let's get ready. Let's fly.